Welcome to this explainer. Look, right now, we are all facing a massive question in this crazy tech landscape. Are you mastering AI or is it mastering you? Because let's be real, a lot of professionals are just totally overwhelmed by the sheer avalanche of new AI tools dropping every day. So, our goal today? We're going to completely deconstruct the exact operational playbook of BK Han so we can show you exactly how to command that current and build a workflow that gives you massive leverage. Okay, let's dive into this. The architect behind all of this is Coach BK Han. And, he isn't some traditional lab researcher or your typical Silicon Valley executive. No, he's a highly sought after AI innovation coach. Honestly, the best way to think of him is as an AI translator. He's this vital bridge between wildly complex algorithms and everyday professionals like us. He literally takes intimidating tech and turns it into these highly practical execution engines. So, we've got a highly structured journey for you today. We're going to kick things off with the digital mayor's mindset, then explore the AI army philosophy, break down his exact blueprints for AI execution, check out how he's scaling the digital ecosystem, and wrap up with how you can master your digital future. Lots to cover, so let's get into it. Starting with part 1, the digital mayor's mindset. Now, what's really interesting about this is the incredible contrast in his background. For nearly 30 decades, BK Han wasn't writing code. He was literally pouring concrete. He spent 30 years in large-scale civil engineering and real estate development. Fast forward to today, and he's this dominant force in the Web3 and AI space, architecting massive online communities like AI Town. He essentially traded physical infrastructure for digital ecosystems. Just think about this number for a second, 15,000. As a former chief operating officer for major real estate developments in China, BK Han managed over 15,000 employees and more than 60 general managers. We're talking about hardcore city-level logistics and governance under immense pressure. And that brings us to what he calls the mayor's mindset. BK Han essentially took the rigorous, hardcore logic required to scale physical cities and weaponized it to build massive digital communities. It's absolute proof that he isn't just riding the internet hype train, right? He's a true operational master who understands exactly how complex systems thrive, whether they're built out of steel or software. Moving on to part 2, the AI Army philosophy. This right here is his flagship concept, the one-man AI army, or IRMI as he sometimes styles it. I want to challenge you directly right now. Imagine having the execution firepower of 50 people, all driven by your very own AI-first workflows. Crazy, right? Well, this methodology is specifically designed to empower a single solo entrepreneur to relentlessly replicate the massive operational output of an entire agency. It's all about extreme, high-leverage execution. And I love this. His signature lifestyle motto is, drink coffee, eat pancake, automate. It's a bit playful, sure, but the philosophy behind it is dead serious. The ultimate goal of AI isn't actually to make you work harder. It's to help you regain your free time. You let the machine handle all the mundane, boring tasks while you focus on what truly matters. So the crucial point is this. AI is basically the catalyst for the end of ordinary work. If your day-to-day is just gathering information and doing repetitive grunt work, well, you're kind of on the chopping block. You absolutely must eradicate that manual grunt work from your day. Instead, you need to step up and become the strategist. You command the strategy, you provide the vision, and you let AI do the heavy lifting. All right, part 3, blueprints for AI execution. In this brilliantly illustrates how he takes all that complex technology and makes it perfectly digestible through these mnemonic frameworks. First, you've got the DINO framework for advanced prompting. That's detail, intent, needs, and output. So you're literally never staring blankly at a screen again. Then there's the BMM methodology for business growth, which aligns business, market, and monetization. And finally, the Viper framework for pure execution strategy. These give you a totally jargon-free, practical way to execute AI tasks flawlessly. Building right on top of that is the 3 C's framework for digital authority. We're talking content, consistency, and community. BK Han operationalizes these 3 pillars to turn individual digital interactions into a massive compounding engine for long-term brand equity. You create high-value content, you execute with relentless consistency, and you use all that momentum to foster a highly engaged, collaborative network. Now, you might be wondering, why build that digital authority in the first place? Because the game is entirely shifting from traditional SEO, search engine optimization, over to AEO, or answer engine optimization. BK Han is literally teaching professionals how to structure their brand footprint so that modern AI models like ChatGPT or Perplexity don't just spit out a list of links, but actually cite you as the definitive authority. That is a real game changer. Let's transition to part 4, scaling the digital ecosystem. Right at the center of his massive global reach is the AI hustle generation community. Think of it as a global hub for AI transformation. The ecosystem even features this electric digital mascot named Skyjo, which perfectly represents the fusion of human creativity with raw machine efficiency. The whole point is to make complex tech approachable and, frankly, fun. Let's move to and see how this builds into staggering output. Since 2024, he's organized 441 events on Luma and another 307 on Eventbrite. I mean, that is hundreds of masterclasses and boot camps. A single person manages this relentless event velocity by deeply utilizing automated ticketing workflows to just completely remove administrative friction. All of this incredible execution scales up to 130,000. That is the massive number of professionals, creators, and live streamers that he has trained globally since 2020. That's an entire global army adopting these exact AI blueprints. But you know what? Perhaps the most surprising detail here is the actual demographic of his students. We're talking learners ranging from 8-year-old kids all the way to tech-savvy 85-year-old seniors. It completely shatters this preconceived notion that AI is only for young tech gurus and proves that his practical translation of AI truly democratizes the technology for absolutely everyone. And he absolutely leads by example. BK Han isn't just some theorist who sits around talking about AI. He's a massive power user. He has published nearly 1,000 deep dive AI articles on Medium. He's generated over 2,000 AI music tracks. Actually, scratch that. It's a testament to consistency. And he's recognized globally as a top 1% Canva user. He constantly executes creative projects at an insane scale, which proves, without a doubt, that the one-man army framework works flawlessly. Finally, part 5, master your digital future. Look, the fundamental takeaway today is this: the machine is waiting for your command. It is time to stop spectating and start building. By adopting the mayor's mindset and utilizing these one-man army frameworks, you can absolutely transform AI from an overwhelming wave that threatens to drown you into an unstoppable execution engine that propels you forward. So, I'm going to leave you with this final, critical question to chew on. Will you step up, adopt these operational playbooks, and master the machine? Or will you let the digital firestorm leave you behind? The tools are here, the blueprints are proven. The choice of what to build next is entirely up to you. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Now go out there and execute.